I'm Dr. Tan Zolin from Myanmar. I am studying Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental and Occupational Health at College of Public Health Science, Chulalongkorn University. And my thesis topic title is about pesticide exposure and area assessment and case study of health effect on male groundnut farmers periodic system in Chowkan village of Nyawu district, Manly region. Why I'm choosing this village is because the village is growing groundnut as their traditional occupation and one of the famous growing groundnut zone in Myanmar for a long time and have been exposed to the pesticides. In a daily typical life, three primary rules of exposure relevant to humans by inhalation, and another is a skin or dermal exposure and ingestion. Some of the pesticides in use today have not been tested for their ability to affect reproductive function and development. For these reasons, it's not usually possible to conclude with certainty whether or not a particular exposure can cause harm. This surest way to reduce risk to workers or to a developing fetus to minimize or prevent exposure to suspected hazards. So it must be assessed a case-by-case basis. The study described the three risk assessment by hazard identification and exposure assessment and also risk characterization. So in this study, for exposure assessment, I make the semen analysis, sperm volume, sperm concentration, sperm modality, sperm morphology, and sperm count. And another is a reproductive hormone level, follicular stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, and testosterone, and blood cooling esterase test for chronic and acute effect of the pesticides effect, and also the dermal exposure by blood sample for this village. For the risk characterization, by risk characterization involves estimating the likelihood of the harm based on information gathered in the hazard identification and exposure assessment. The risk, how close is estimate worker exposure to the lowest dose that causes harm in the human. So by this survey, I'm checked with clinical assessment as well as the observation check. The main objective of this study is to explore knowledge and practice on safe use of pesticide among farmers and to find out the effect of pesticide on male reproductive system by using biomarker on man-made farmer in Chowkan village of Nyawu district, Manly region, Myanmar. And the specific objective to assess the knowledge and practice on safe use of pesticide among groundnut farmer. Second is to identify favorable environment of safe use of pesticide among the groundnut farmer. And the third is to find out the effect of chemical on male reproductive function by determining the seminal profile analysis. And the fourth is to define the blood hormonal level of groundnut growing male farmer for finding out the effect of chemical on the male reproductive function. And the fifth is to measure the biomarker of the pesticide exposure among the farmer by blood cooling esterase monitoring. And the sixth is to assess the risk related to dermal exposure by using cord pulse sample. And the seventh objective is to compare the seminal profile and blood hormone level, blood cooling esterase levels of the groundnut farmer between growing and non-growing periods. And the eighth objective is to determine the association between the socio-demographic characteristics, knowledge, practice on the safe use of pesticide among groundnut farmers. And then the final specific objective is to provide suggestion on the high risk and safety guideline to reduce the risk from the pesticide for groundnut farmers. For my study design is the cross-sectional design. It consists of two cross-sectional, observational study and the laboratory study. The first one is the observational study I use with the questionnaire about the pesticide utilization. So in this survey, I use the 1 month intervals to the whole community, both male and female, and using the questionnaire about the safe use of pesticides, knowledge of the safety use pesticides, and practice of the PPE as well. And another phase 2 is the laboratory study. In this study, just only the male groundnut farmers to the sample size about the 100 people is about the duration 6 months is determined between the growing and non-growing periods, and collection of the seminal analysis, serum hormone level, blood cooling esterase levels, and the dermal exposure on hand-wise tests only in the growing period. about the explanation on the measurement too. For questionnaire, just outcome, I would like to express about the individual information at the present time, and another is the semen and collection and seminal fluid analysis. The outcome may be the adverse effect of the pesticide on the male reproductive system, especially semen characteristic, and the reproductive hormone analysis outcome will be the adverse effect of pesticide on the male reproductive system, especially serum hormone, and the polyesterase test by using the effect of exposure to organophosphate insecticides, acute and chronic poisoning, and the white test to evaluate the pesticide residue on skin by testing about the pesticide residue level. For the observation checklist, to find out the chain in the agrochemical storage and disposal, and check for the observe and inspect the performance of agrochemical storage and disposal used by an audit team by the public health doctor. This survey was approved by the Ethics Committee of Medical Research Center from Myanmar, ERC number 001516, Ethics TMR 2016/037 in May 2016 up to the May 2017. Section, I explains about the how to use the personal protective equipment and also demonstration to the villagers and donated this PPE to the community. As also I teach about the hand washing practice properly with the communities, and also the nutrition patterns how to eat in this village. For the expected benefit of this study is the program will increase agrochemical safety knowledge and behavior, resulting in preventing potential risks of agrochemical in groundnut farmer. The villagers will know much about the handling and practicing of pesticide use and personal protective equipment. After answering the survey, policy implementation and risk communication will be introduced to the community after finding the important pathway of pesticide exposure in order to keep a sustainable improvement of farmer in this community. And the association model will be applying to other farmer community where use the similar pesticides and pattern of spraying pesticides.
Thank you very much. Next generation of very smart farmers. So thank you for being part of Dr. Khan's study. I am one of his advisors. I am so proud of him. He is going to be the person here in Myanmar. And you can say you are part of your practice. So thank you very much. Next time, when you would like to be tested, you will have paper slides, certain paper clips, and what the heck. Okay, so now what is your study of the building? Sorry. Come on. I'm not going to do that.
After the health education session, we, survey group, visit to Defense Services Medical Research Center at Naypyidaw and met with the director of Defense Services Medical Research Centers and his academic teams, and we discuss about the collaborative research in the near future. Also, we visit to Defense Services Medical Academy and met with the rector and the crew of the professors, and also discuss upon the future collaboration together with Defense Services Medical and our research team. At these two areas, our group present about the agricultural health studies, environmental health studies, and what we are going on and what we will do in the near future as well. Thank you for watching and attention on my presentation.